But it's one of the first fiddle tunes that people learn a lot of times. So it's called Cluck Ol' Hen. And Laura sings some funny words to it too.
Oh dear God. Okay, we'll see what they are. We're supposed to be impressing upon these young people over here how it is to be a professional.
Oh yeah.
So far it's probably not working. That's good enough. Okay. Sometimes 8, sometimes 10. That's enough for the railroad men. Cluck, oh hen, cluck and sing. Ain't laid an egg since way last spring. Cluck, oh hen, cluck and squall. Laid an egg since way last fall. She cackled in the loft, next time she cackled in the pot. My old hen, she won't do, cause she lays eggs and taters too. Cluck, oh hen, cluck and sing. Laid an egg since way last spring. Cluck, oh hen, cluck and squall. Laid an egg since way last fall. Better than good. Oh, let me have a big swallow of water.
Get your big swallow of water.
Before we do this hard song.
We're going to do one that actually I first heard Bill Monroe do. Y'all know who Bill Monroe is? The father of bluegrass music. Bill Monroe was quite a character, I have to say. There's a lot of funny stories about him. And of course, Bill Monroe was good, but he kind of knew he was good. You know what I mean? There's this great story that there was this feller that came to a bluegrass festival. He had him a mandolin. Now, Bill was a great mandolin player. And this feller brought his mandolin to that festival, and he wanted to play for Mr. Monroe because he wanted to get his opinion about how he sounded. So he went to this festival, went backstage, and he said, Mr. Monroe, it's an honor to meet you. He said, I just want to play a little bit, and I want you to tell me what you think about my playing, or, you know. And so that feller played a little bit. Bill Monroe said, son, let me see that mandolin. He took the mandolin, he played it, and he handed it back to the man, and he said, well, it ain't the mandolin.
It's like he got mad at Gibson, so he took out the name Gibson on the top of his mandolin, and people would say, what kind of, you'll have to do it, say, what kind of mandolin is that, Mr. Monroe? And he said, it's a the.
The.
Because it said the Gibson. He took out the Gibson. It's a the.
So we'll do this waltz.
That one didn't go so well. We'll work on that one.
Ready?
I hope. Let's do it. Now start again. that beautiful Kentucky waltz. As I sit here alone in the moonlight, I can see your smiling face, and I long once more for your embrace and that beautiful Kentucky waltz. Thank you.
Now we get to play our hit.
Our only hit, yeah.
We have one hit.
Which is actually another local tune because I learned it from the singing of the Blue Sky Boys from over down around Hickory. The Bill and Earl Bullock. They had a great brothers duet, did a lot of old-timey kind of songs, and just the sweetest harmony singing. But this is one they did that's a little bit religious. I mean, they meant every word they sang here. Oh, I'm changing the last verse, by the way.
Okay.
I forgot to tell him. So there's a part for you to sing, a little chorus that goes like this. It's Glory, then OMSAVED. I'm HAPPY because I'm FREE. I once was BOUND in the chains of SIN. And it's VICTORY to know I've Christ within.
Everybody got it?
Got it.
Well, listen, if you don't have it, just at the end of the chorus, you can throw up your hand and shout hallelujah. And from those of y'all from Madison County, like me, hallelujah is also acceptable. So
Right.
that's fine too.
This is a little more complicated than the songs they have at the 7-Eleven churches. You know what those are? That's where they have the big screens in front, big old mega screens, and they put the words up and you sing them. There's 7 words and you sing them 11 times.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a little bit
Say
more.
that.
This has a little more. All right, let's pick it up a little bit, honey. Some folks jump up and down all night in DANCE, while others go to church to show their brand new HAT. And on their face they wear great gobs of PAINT, and then they'll have the nerve to say they're SAVED. It's GLORY, no, I'm SAVED. I'm HAPPY because I'm FREE. I once was BOUND in the chains of SIN, and it's VICTORY, though I'm Christ within. Woo. I think y'all needed to bring some more beverages. All right.
Presbyterians.
Or Episcopalians. All right, play it. In our town, they are so NICE. They wear their hair in the latest style, it's BOBED. They go to parties every night, drink WINE, and then they'll have the brass to say they're SAVED. It's GLORY, no, I'm SAVED. I'm HAPPY because I'm FREE. I once was BOUND in the chains of SIN, and it's VICTORY. No, I've Christ within. I'll get it signed. Some boys, I've seen some boys leave black and puff their SMOKEs. They Chew out all that. Wait a minute.
Chew and spit out.
I know, let me start up. I've seen some boys lean back and puff their SMOKEs while others chew and spit out all that JUICE. They play the cards, they shoot the dice, they drink that POP, and then they'll have the nerve to say they're SAVED. It's GLORY to know I'm SAVED. I'm HAPPY because I'm FREE. I once was BOUND in the chains of SIN, and it's VICTORY to know I've Christ been. Thank you. In our town, his name is ERVIN. He votes for prohibition, then he drinks the GIN. He helps to put the poison in his neighbor's CUP, and then he has the nerve to say he's SAVED. It's GLORY to know I'm SAVED. I'm HAPPY because I'm FREE. I once was BOUND in the chains of SIN, and it's VICTORY to know I've Christ been. Good.
Thanks, that's good.
Good.
That's good. That's good.
We sang that song all over Scotland one year, and they were really nervous when we sang it because they're not evangelical, and they're not really that religious. So they thought we were some of those crazy Americans who'd come over there to preach to them. But we weren't, and we didn't learn till almost the very last gig that the head of the government, he's not the prime minister, well, maybe he was the prime minister. His name was Brown, and usually the last verse says, I know a man named BROWN, he works for Prohibition, then he votes for GIN. And when we got to his hometown of Kirkcaldy, the whole place imploded because they didn't really like this guy to begin with, so it was pretty cute. All right, there's that story.
Let's do this one.
Let's do this one. We learned this at a late night picking party with our friend Carl Jones. I did. Josh wasn't even born, I don't think. And it only ever had one verse, so I was like, gosh, I want to sing this song. It's so pretty and different, but I had to make up another verse. And then Josh did this big internet search, and tell him about what you learned.
Why can't you remember the person's name? Who was it?
I don't know, it was a chick.
I don't know. I don't even remember anything, honestly.
Oh, you're good. Okay, let's go. Anyway, he found a record of it, and it had horns on it.
It did.
She was like a band singer. So if I'm thinking this was a folk song, to find out it was a sort of band song, but it's a really pretty song and so sweet. All right, ready? Just outside your cottage door, thought I'd stop by to surprise you, but you surprise me more, for I see you through the window in the arms of someone new, and now I'm crying in the shadows, 'cause I know I'm losing you. What good would it do if I showed my face? Our love dream has ended. Someone's taken my place. And now I'm crying in the shadows, but my tears are out of sight. No one sees and no one knows, dear, that you broke my heart tonight. While the sun is sinking low, I can see our love has ended, and it's time for me to go. So I'll leave you as I found you, in the arms of someone new. And now I'm crying in the shadows, 'cause I know I'm losing you. What good would it do if I showed my face? Our love dream has ended. Someone's taken my place. And now I'm crying in the shadows, but my tears are out of sight. No one sees and no one knows, dear, that you broke my heart tonight. Anybody have questions yet? We don't know. I'm not even sure we found out who wrote it.
Yeah.
But I wrote the second part of it because there wasn't enough of it. So
It was actually, I can't remember the name of the artist, but it was, she released another song that was more popular than that one. It was like the B-side. And so it just never really got played. And so Laura revived it.
and and she's kind of like a Doris Day type of singer.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the horns, was it saxophones? It was crazy.
And trombones.
Trombones. It was weird, but it was good. It was good.
Let's do one that I wrote. This is one I actually did write.
Wait, are we in E or F on this one?
E.
Okay.
This is one I actually did write. And I wrote it because I read a book about the Vanderbilts called Fortune's Children. You guys ever read that book, Fortune's Children? Really wonderful, wonderful book. And it talks about how, of course, the Vanderbilts had all the money they could ever want. And they bought, made these amazing houses. And, they would throw a party and spend $40,000 on just the floral arrangements. But
That's what Mary did here today.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Mary, did you spend that much for us?
Got the geraniums.
But what I discovered from the book is how unhappy a lot of them were. And many times it was because their marriages were more or less arranged. They were expected to marry within their social class. And I was thinking, well, I'm glad I don't have to live like that. You can just love somebody for who they are. And so I come up with this song called I Love You for Who You Are. We're just having a time, ain't we?
This is why they didn't let us play in the house.
They knew. So this is I Love You for Who You Are. 1, 2, 3, 4. That we chanced to meet, you smiled and my heart skipped a beat. That summer night in our hometown, the crickets were singing and the moon shone down on a world that had been unkind. Stole your heart and your peace of mind. Dreams and wishes come and go, but there's one thing you should know. I love you for who you are. You don't have to be a movie star. You don't have to drive a fancy car, make $1 million or play the guitar. 'Cause I love you for who you are, by my side or in lands afar, right on the mark or below the bar. I love you for who you are. Vanderbilt had a big fine home. Kubla Khan built a pleasure dome. Einstein found relativity, but I found you, and you found me, and we don't need a mansion grand on 100-acre piece of Xanadu land. I'll love you till the end of time, whether you're rich or don't have a dime. 'Cause I love you for who you are. You don't have to be a movie star. You don't have to drive a fancy car, make $1 million or play the guitar. 'Cause I love you for who you are, by my side or in lands afar, right on the mark or below the bar. I love you for who you are. Well, not quite on track, or baby right on par. I love you for who you are. You didn't think a boy from Madison County would write a song about Xanadu, did you? Oh, let's sing this pretty one.
No, we changed it.
Oh, we did? What
That
we
Jimmy Rogers number.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's pretty too.
Yeah, so my aunt lives in Vicksburg, Mississippi. I haven't seen her in a really long time. She's 86 years old. And so I said, I need to go over there. And I'm driving over to Mississippi next Thursday. Well, the Thursday before Memorial Day, because I thought, this is stupid to drive on Friday and drive home on Monday. And I can actually get Monday off, so just take a day off. So I'm going to see her. You know, I talked to her the other day, Josh.
Yeah.
She's got a new preacher. He's young. That's the first thing she told me was he's young. Well, she's 86, so if he was 50, he'd be young. And she said, he, you know, on Sunday night, she said he plays the guitar. That's got a plus for him right there. And she said on Sunday nights, there's just us old people that go. And one Sunday night, he was just preaching to beat the band all about sex and drugs and all kind of mess young people get into. And all of a sudden, he stopped mid-sentence and said, you know, I believe this is the wrong audience to be giving this sermon to. And my Aunt Joy said, that's okay, preacher. We still have precious memories. So I hope when I go through Mississippi this time, because every time I went through with my parents, we'd go right through Meridian, where the home of Jimmy Rogers is. And of course, they didn't care one flit about Jimmy Rogers. But this time, by golly, I'm stopping and pay respects to Jimmy Rogers, singing brakeman, who actually was in Asheville when he went over to Bristol for the Big Bang of Country Music, where he got discovered. And he got kicked out of his band just before he went over there. And had he not had a note from Bascom Lamar Lunsford, he probably would have had no attention from the record producer Ralph Peer. And Bascom actually had some time here in what county are we in? Burke. In Burke County. We're in Burke County, Laura. He worked in the courts here, I think, as a court scribe or something like that. He caused a lot of trouble, I believe. So here's one of Jimmy Rogers' tunes called The Prairie Lullaby. Shadows slowly creeping down the prairie trail, and everything is sleeping, all but the nightingale. The moon will soon be rising in the purple sky, and the night birds all be singing that prairie lullaby. Cares of the day hath led my little sleepy head. Stars are in the sky. Time that the prayers were said, my little sleepy head, for a prairie lullaby. Saddle up your pony, the Sandman's here to guide you down the trail of dreams. Slumber in bed, my tired, my little sleepy head, to a prairie lullaby. Saddle up your pony, the Sandman's here to guide you down the trail of dreams. Slumber in bed, my tired, my